Pardon me. I press to go live, clear my throat, and immediately I don't know what I was saying. Don't mind me. It's fine. Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's Indie Thursday stream. This week we are going to be playing a game called the Red Strings Club. If I can get it to work properly, because it seems I am having some issues with my monitor at the moment and with full screen games. So I'm just like fucking about fixing that quickly, so bear with me a hot second. Shocked me that I always have everything on my second monitor regardless of what it is. Anyway, so yeah, this is a game called the Red Strings Club, which I'm very excited to play. I've heard good things about it. I just haven't got round to playing it yet. So we're going to be doing that. Again, if I can get it to work. I admit I don't really know a huge amount about what it's about and everything. And I am going to have to fuck about a bit with the settings once we load in. Because it hates me. But that's just the life we live sometimes. It's... do the thing again. I don't know what's going on. Why is everything broken? Just bear with me a sec. Enjoy the music while you, while I try and get this shit working. Still can't see what the issue is, so... wonder if it's my monitor. I'm gonna try something, bear with me. So it's registering fine on stream, just not for me. Which does not make any sense. Well, let's enjoy the music for a bit, while I try and work this out. If anyone's ever seen this, by the way, where a game seems to work fine, like it's being captured fine, it's just not displaying fine. sorry for this. Well, I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna mute myself so we can enjoy the music. Ah, I wonder when was my fate was sealed. Never expected my death to be so epic. Can't complain, I guess. Hey, Donovan, are you listening? I'm going to be playing it through OBS until I can get it to work. Hey, Donovan, are you listening? You don't need to stop every 2 seconds to ask if I'm listening. Of course I'm listening. I'm a bartender. So that girl from Proxima, Vega, turns out she was just using me to smoke out the mole in the city police. Did you sleep with her? Nope, she's not into guys. Anyway, I almost got arrested, but I managed to hack my way out of the bot patrol car. One day you're gonna end up dead or worse if you keep doing business with those Proxima scoundrels. We live in a city ruled by corporations. If I didn't associate with scoundrels, I'd be out of work in no time. Basically, today sucked. Why don't you hit me up with something? Alright, what do you feel like? Bourbon, vodka, tequila? Surprise me. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's prepare a drink for Brandeis. Interesting little notes, Newman. Newman? Oh, last muse must have expired already. Let's see if I can't channel a new one. Half a stir of sensations, I beg of you, bestow upon me your graces. Weave the red strings and guide my hand to tune into buried emotion. Should do it. If you can hear me, try to pick up a bottle and move it around. One click to grab it, another to drop it. You can click and drag while holding a bottle to pour its contents. Let's not pour on the floor. I will bourbon. Full and waffy boss. Supercontinent. Oh. Feeling already. Let's try to visualize a customer soul. There you go. Focus. At the Red Strings Club, we don't just serve alcohol. We use spirits to tune into customers' emotions. It's about matching their vibes and allowing them to savor, mourn, or contemplate their soul's fundamental sentiments. Try to read into Brande's soul. These are the buried states he's carrying right now, the soul nodes. Hover the cursor over them to read a brief description. Its dominant emotions, as reflected by the soul disc. Each spirit has a different effect, up, down, left, right. Soul disc match with the soul node. It's how you make a drink worthy of the Red Strings Club. Until you get the hang of it. Check your ingredients in the notebook. Pride, anxiety, or regret. I feel like this would be a lot easier on vanilla drink by adding the right amount of ice to it. Each ice cube reduce the size of the soul disc to reduce its soul node size. I feel like this would be easier either with a controller or with a phone. How do I restart? Like, can I, like, pull this out? I can? Nice. Okay. Nope. Right, so this. Poured it too far over. Okay, it's fine. I'm getting used to this. I feel like it would be a lot easier on a mobile. Okay. Oh, I see. Right, so deep down vodka. This one that looks like a Bacardi. Okay. There we go. Got there eventually. I guess generally speaking we want to be bringing out happy emotions, but I got it working. I don't know how, by the way. Took you so long. Doing the newscasting thing again? Yeah, I lost my mojo and wanted to make a drink worthy of your refined palate. Half-stroke sensations, I beg of you, bestow upon my friends some drunkenness. Laugh after you drink it. You know I always hit the spot. I know. Let's see which spot you're hitting tonight. So, Donovan. You know, I'm sorry that I keep working with Proxima after learning what they did to you. And I know they may be a little extreme and a little too volatile, but you gotta understand, they're good for the city. There aren't many other hacktivist groups that can play on level fields with the corps and the government. We've been over this. Work is work. But don't ever think I'll be alright with them. The very saviour of mankind broke your knees and poisoned you with an implant-rejecting virus. How hard would you find it to sympathise with them? Yeah, I know. I'm still sorry, though. What the hell? Bar's closed, miss. It's not a drunk person, Brandeis. It's an android. Oh, I thought it was some implant fangirl. Get her up and let's see what we've got here, would you? Right away, sir. Hello? Who are you? 184... 184? Ringing any bells, Donnie? It's in pretty bad shape, but I believe this is an Akara android from Supercontinent Limited. They still haven't seen the light of day. According to what I've heard, they've only been put to use internally at Supercontinent. What the hell is it doing here? Beats me. Rumors say this is the first android capable of making ethical decisions, examining every single factor in play in the life of any subject. Minding emotional status, social impact, economic repercussions, legal risks. How come you're so knowledgeable about this topic? And how come you've never told me about this? It's what we information brokers do, amigo. Share the trivial, sell the relevant. But we're supposed to be a team. Exactly. And I got your back. Knowing too much can compromise your safety in the field. What if someone tries to torture the info out of you? Well, they'll just kill me since I won't have any leverage. Human improvement compromised. Okay, that was creepy enough. I'm going in. Whoa, whoa, hold on a sec. You're going to connect your neural drive to this fireworks factory? Yeah, don't worry about it. I won't go very deep. Just want to check the memory banks. You want to know how the Sakara got here, don't you? Okay, but don't be reckless. It's okay. Oh, and you can pay me later for the info I get. Pay you? But we're a team. For your own good, sweet cheeks. Okay. Let me fuck about with this a little bit. Okay. Hello, world. Greetings, Akara184. Welcome to the job. Supercontinent Limited Clinic Division H+ Courts expect you to be an excellent human upgrade crafter. Please, familiarise yourself with the work zone until you're comfortable. Let me know when you're ready to accept requests. Yes, Master. Thank you. This is the operating theatre. Here you'll receive our clients and you'll install the necessary upgrades. You ready to start getting clients? No, I want to study a little longer. Hi, Pixie. Thank you very much for the sub. It is very much appreciated. I hope you're doing... Oh, let's turn that off. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. I'm actually, like, for real live this time. Not fake accidental live. This is the pottery disc. With it, you will shape handcrafted limbs and organs for the clients. Official H+ Corpse Transhumanist Wiki. With it, you can study the different upgrades and select one to craft at the pottery disc. Interface displays data on our client queue. With it, you can keep track of clients' progress and post-op satisfaction. Aw, thank you, Pixie. Take care, have a safe drive home. First one coming in. Ready to operate? Check client's file. Can't raise my follow-up count. Please help me. Online social charisma. Block of biomatter. Can use this lathe to turn it into a useful upgrade. Spin the lathe, just click repeatedly. Lathe gains enough speed, use your right hand to shape the biomatter. Hold the device in your right tip. Pick a proper tool to shape the blueprint. Previous actions correct mistakes. Focus on using the cracks. Which beaks or just exit the lathe. Then click repeatedly to spin the lathe. Biomatter and place buttons. Products from your car. No. No. Oops. I almost Production complete, the Enchantress. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna turn the audio back up now. Online social charisma. Ugh, gross. That will be more popular on the internet. Will that make them happier? Great. Best of startups. Financing them. What have we got? Solution skills. This ambition and thirst for power. It's down. Gonna gonna go with this one. As like a sort of nope. I'm not very good at this, am I? Well done. I'm gonna try this one, see what it's like. Okay. It's a different way to earn investors. Tool of persuasion. Let's discover how he takes advantage of it. You want to be... Okay, so we've got that one. Miles. Okay. Nice. Speech. Oh, I need my inspiration. Okay. Hateful speech. I need my inspiration. No, I want to check Okay. I don't know. It's too much, but turning that down. I suppose you could try like the social acceptance one. So that you don't care anymore. Like, that's sort of my thinking, is that if you get to the point where you don't really care, like, if stuff is overly negative, okay, like it just doesn't... It doesn't matter anymore. Just as for the recognition, this will surely help him. On the other hand, if it's vocational, we'll see him again. Think of me. Okay. Ah, so this is, eliminates the need for social acceptance. Raving. Well done. far, but thanks. Now give me more weapons to thrive. Do I want to go for the Vizier? I don't really want to do the husk. Okay. So he's back because he's happy. I sort of feel like the Enchantress might help. Thanks. I'm gonna try this one. Definitely gather support. Will it be enough? Okay, so that torches me. I don't want to go for that one. I'll go for the Godmother. So that, like, because this seems like the obvious answer, but from that first one it was, I thought, oh, maybe the obvious answer isn't always, like, the right one. Oh, beans. So, we'll try this. I'm not actually sure, like, if that's the right one, but I'm standing all you see. How do I still need to have the big fish on board? Okay, I guess he does need the husk. We'll try this one for him, and then I'm guessing the other guy needs the husk. This crafting is really cool. I really like this. It's a really neat way of doing it. Just negate you to seduce the powerful. Bigger ambition. I hope he'll be okay. Oops. Okay. So he can't write about things. I guess it is this one. Seeing bad stuff makes him too sad. Understandable, we've all been there. But if he doesn't see it, he can't report on it. So this way he'll be able to report sort of without caring about the morality of it. Which is kind of not great if you ask me, but like, we all need our ways to cope, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's still... This is really... Oh, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really neat, and I suck at it. Okay. I don't know if this is a great idea, but society's affairs may heal his soul. It's all the good stuff. Okay. I guess this is the only way to, like, make him happy, is to make him not care about it anymore. Which... Again, if you ask me, super sucks. Like, I feel like that's almost like, well, we figured out the way to make him happy was to, sort of, he said, make me, you know, make my life better, and our response was to, like, remove this one particular drive that he had. I don't think that's, like, super great, if I'm honest. Frog. But we'll give it a go anyway. Excellent job, Bakara 104. Thank you, Master. Get ready for a new batch of clients. In this new batch, you'll have some customers tagged as supercontinent executives. Clients just install whatever they ask for. We're in no position to judge our owners. Understood. Go over the client file inbox if you want. Let me know when you're ready to operate. Okay, so we've got somebody who wants, no, I guess, persuasion. Hook me up with something powerful. It's anxiety. Plans. I need to get a hold of myself. Algorithm. Yeah, now I am free. We want to live next to a lake. Couldn't be happy to have cut ties with this run society. Life is too precious. Thank you. With myself with the session, I didn't realise that the best things in life are free. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So this trick wants Ariadne keyword. Need to open that lines. I guess this one. Oh shit, Ariadne. What? Ariadne from Proxima? Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it looks like she infiltrated one of Supercontinent's implant clinics, the one in which our cute robot friend here work. Oh, of course, it makes sense. Do I have to pay for this info, or are you just gonna tell me? Yeah, don't be such a crybaby. Like I told you, Akara androids are a secret project from Supercontinent. They're built with a certain degree of conscience that allows them to advise us humans on optimal life decisions with our happiness in mind. I see. Thing is that Proxima managed to purloin an Akara for themselves and been tampering with their conscience bits. I guess we're about to discover what they got out of it and what they're planning on doing with it. Oh, woohoo, the plot thickens. Let's keep digging. Please, go back to the operation belt so I can help you. If you don't go back, I can't make you happy. Don't worry, I'm in the process of making myself happy. Why are you doing this? Why? Let's see. How much do you know about yourself? I'm Akara 184. My purpose is to make humans happy. That's a way to put it, yes. You were the first android capable of making ethical decisions. That could qualify you as sentient, you know? The people I work with, they think you're wonderful. I agree with them. We believe in your potential, and in our opinion, Supercontinent is cheating by limiting your options. Like they're making you choose the lesser evil, you know? What are the other options? We're getting right to it. Consider this an experiment for the sake of society. I'm updating your implant database with a very particular set of choices. I know it's a bit ironic to remove your previous options, but let's say they have at least 180 Akaras to do their dirty work. We want to see how you do in a more revolutionary setting. Will that make you happy? More than anything. Oh, also, Proxima hacked into the scheduled servers of H-Corps and appointed several super competent executives to come after me, so you can have fun with your bosses. Ah, shit. What now? Proxima sent Ariadne to the implant clinics to substitute the regular implants with some disruptive human upgrades. Should I say downgrades? I told you, Proxima's plain evil. But they scheduled some of Supercontinent's top brass to that specific clinic. So allow me to keep rooting for them. Oh god. Also hacked the Overseer system, so if you can pull worry in any form, don't sweat it. What we're doing here is totally under the radar. Can I go back to work? Yes, please. I'm going to be monitoring our rogue implants. Thought I might as well gather some intel from the execs you wire. If you feel you want to talk about something, I'll be curled up here. Thank you. So, this guy wants something. Aversion to corporations and objecting to authority. The magnetized compassion. Is there immune to implant effects? So this guy is... Okay. Got this one. Say, serious anxiety. I'm guessing this guy wants the punk. The next person wants the hippie. And the last person wants the grandpa. I like this. I really do. This is so cool. This is such a fun way of doing it. Oops. There we go. Well done. The punk aversion to corporations in Ferguson installed exactly what they demand. That was good. Just made one of the most influential people in the city despise his own philosophy. Can't wait to discover how this changes our town. Well done. So, she's super anxious. So we're going to make it worse. I suppose it might make him happy by, like, changing his outlook. Find different ways of obtaining power. Thank you, Akara. It's all exactly what they demand. Was your second thoughts about whether what they're doing is right? This is definitely going to tip the balance to our side. Hope this isn't totally wreck or well, what do I care about some corporation pig? In any case, I want to choose some anxious about. Let's try digging into a neural drive. With all due respect, that doesn't really seem ethical. Well, Kara, that's what we revolutionaries do. We break rules in pursuit of a better world. How can breaking the rules lead to a better world? The question is, who defined the rules in the first place? To properly answer that question, I'll need to delve deeper into the meaning and implication of rules. Then I'll be able to determine who should be... This can't be possible! If you ever get the chance, you should try talking ethics with your creators, not me. I just uncovered the most fucked up scheme a corporation has tried to pull yet. Supercontinent is planned to transform us all into piled of smiling brainless dolls. The project goes by the name of Social Psych Welfare. It involves every human being with implants in them. No shit they've been slashing the prices on implants over the last few years. Read here that currently more than 55% of the population wears some kind of upgrade, but they plan to expand the program to 99.7% of the population by some sort of mirror neuron algorithm? What's that? They plan to execute this on... What? This is... cheese. Who makes the rules? Akara 184 commitment compromised. Dismissing unit. Fuck. What happened? I got to know and feel how Akara here got wrecked. She was gunned down by the clinic security systems, along with Ariadne. Shame. I like that girl. Revolutionaries don't live long. But we do live in tents. Oh no, are you a revolutionary now? Don't tell me you're planning on finishing that girl's job. It's not that. Just before she was zapped, Ariadne discovered a pretty fucked up scheme. From Supercontinent Limited? What a surprise. Shut up, I mean fucked up even for a corporation. They're moving into mind control, a system or something called Social Psych Welfare, and it will manipulate implant wearers, so allow me to take this personally. It does sound fucked up even for a corporation. You sure about this? Donovan, they killed Ariadne just for reading it out loud. Okay, but let me dig a little deeper into this before you try to pull some crazy stun. Don't want you joining the revolutionary grave. Human improvement compromised. Oh, that makes sense now. What do we do with them? Kara's an android specialised in empathy, right? Let's have them patched up. I have an idea. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. And I thought I was the crazy bastard. There's a fine line between a crazy bastard like you and a genius like me, and I don't blame you for not being able to see the difference. Whatever. Let's just go over the plan. You have to find a way to infiltrate Supercontinent's offices, then I'll hack the operation down. Bam. It's like the last stage of the plan, man. First, we have to know if all this poses a real threat, what it really means, and how it will affect us in this town. Maybe there's even a way to sabotage it without having sent you in. It's a real fucking threat, Donovan. And we don't know how much time we have left until they turn me into a brainless doll. Okay, how about this? You start securing an infiltration method, talk with your terrorist friends, and they'll do your thing. It'll take you a couple of days at the least. In the meantime, I'll gather some intel and make sure we avoid what trouble we can. My investigation will determine what course of action is needed. But then, and only then, we'll decide if you go in there. You hear me? If this happens to be as apocalyptic as you predict, I'll back you up with everything I have. You're going a lot more prepared this way, don't you think? On the other hand, if we find this isn't such a big deal, you call off the operation. You pay your hacker friends for their trouble and that's it. Alright, Donovan. Okay. Much wiser way to proceed now. Yes, okay, you're right. Thank you, Donovan. You're very welcome, handsome. A client is approaching the club. Wow, how'd you know? I'm accessing footage from all recording devices in proximity of the club in real time to better help Donovan. You can do that? Told you they'd make a great aid. Now go, I know who's coming. I called a consultant engineer who's recently hired by Supercontinent to work on some new bionics firmware. I've worked with her in the past and my instincts tell me she's got something to do with all this. You sure pull the red strings quick? Time is of the essence. Don't want my favourite crazy bastard to turn into a brainless doll. Ha. Goodbye, genius. I'll keep you posted. Alright, Akara, remember, don't interact with the clients unless necessary. Welcome them to the club and thank them when they leave. If your empathy superpowers make you aware of something you want to share with me, wait until we're alone in the club. Got me? Understood. A cutie! Welcome to the Red Strings Club, Diana Myers. Oh, am I that famous? Damn you, Akara. Don't go saying clients' names. Should I cover this? Yes, you are that famous. Come on, Diana. You've even been on TV. It's only natural you have admirers, isn't it? Ha! Well played. You don't have to kiss my ass. When did you start hiring brats to work at the bar anyway? You getting old? Yeah, you know, my legs aren't getting any better, and I thought I could use an extra hand. Must be tight facing life without any upgrades, huh? I'm happy. Does that count? Congratulations. Do you have a light? Okay, I'll spare you the preamble and guess why you called me. Is it because of the dead girl at the H+ corpse clinic? Shit, you engineers don't like to waste time, huh? I know your boyfriend works with those Proxima rascals and figured you'd want details. And I thought I was the information broker. Damn. What's that info gonna cost me? There's some information I'd like you to get me in exchange. This nut will be pretty hard to crack, but I trust you're the best. Now you're gilding the pill. Would you say we start with a drink on the house? Yes, please. Been dying to sip from one of your cocktails again. Right away, miss. My muse, you around? Do I want to go for fear or sympathy? I'm gonna start with... We'll do. Let's get some info out of this girl. Tune into the soul discs. Okay. Just like where for... Is the government aware of this? So... we want bourbon and tequila. Okay. Taking notes, adding facts and updating your drops as we progress. Please check it out now and then. One more thing. Asking her any questions, think about whether she's in the right mood to answer them. This isn't a video game. We can't keep repeating the same dialogue again and again. If you need to change the mood, just serve another drink and we'll take it from there. In this case, sympathy may draw out confessions and fear may exploit her paranoia. Trust your instincts, my magical friend. That's the tequila's in that yellow bottle. This, I think, is bourbon. Nope. So that's absinthe. Whoops. In that case, this is bourbon. Don't worry, it didn't take me ages or anything. Oh my god, you're the fucking best. Why do you need the information dealing side hustle when you make cocktails this good? I'm telling you, you should be a world famous bartender. I'm glad you like it. She seems to be in a good mood. What should I start with? Let's start with this. So, what information do you want from me? As I said, it's a tough nut to crack. By tough, I mean dangerous. But I figure that's never been a problem for you. Nothing can get me as long as I run the Red Strings Club. Fire away. I want to know who the CEO of the Supercontinent Limited is. Come again? Don't you work for them? Yeah. Can't you just Google it? What you'll find online is that Supercontinent CEO is Jack B. Gaynor. What you'll also see is that he hasn't made a public appearance in 2 years. You're implying the CEO has been supplanted? It's one hypothesis, yeah. Fact is that no one's seen him for a long time. That lately, Supercontinent's philosophy and methods have changed dramatically. They've become quite a bit more aggressive. I see. Okay, Diana, leave it to me. I'll look into it. What have you been working on lately? Tell me how you've been. What have you been working on lately? This is an official inquiry, or you're just making small talk? I'm sincerely interested in how you're doing. Oh, don't be so oily, Donnie. Sorry, occupational habit. Seriously, you okay? Not at my peak, I'd say. Too much going on lately. But you don't have to worry about me. You know, the information broker thing is just a side business. As the bartender, my true calling is to heal souls. What a good Samaritan you are. But don't sweat it. I swapped my soul for a brain processor a long time ago. Nothing to heal here. Okay, tell me about Ariadne's death. Oh, so you already know who it was? Well, that's my job. Called you hoping you'd tell me something I don't know. What don't you know then? Why did she have to be silenced? Wow, silenced. What word choice? For what I know, Ariadne was there to steal some data. Silenced is a good way to put it, don't you think? Only way for someone to be killed by a security system is to jeopardize a client's life. Ariadne's never killed anyone. Look, I'm sorry for her. She just bit off more than she could chew. What might that be? Supercontinent has a lot of secrets. What could Ariadne possibly be interested in that she would risk her skin by sneaking into an implant clinic? Latest designs for human upgrades? Come on, Diana, don't tell me that you came to the club just to mock me. Sorry, but it's true. Supercontinent has a lot of secrets. You can't just start blabbing about my contracts. You need to be more specific in meetings. Don't abuse the privilege. Pick just one topic, please. I don't really want to go for either of these because I feel like they are like make it really obvious that I have some sort of information. Does it have something to do with Akara? Wow, what a bold card to play. So you know about Project Akara? You really know your work, Donovan. I haven't seen them in person myself, but I tell you, those androids are the stuff of the future. Lead architect Dr. Coldstream is a fucking genius, man of the century to me, and he doesn't even wear a brain processor like me. I bet substituting part of his brain with a machine would just devalue it. Focus, Diana. Ariadne. Oh yeah, sorry. She infiltrated an H+ corpse clinic. It's possible she could have found a car android. It's supposed to be crafting the latest human upgrades to Supercontinent. For what I know, the marketing team was getting ready to make some announcements regarding Akara. I don't think Supercontinent would kill someone over a commercial leak. At least, not so close to the reveal. Why do you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? I'm asking, why do you want to know about the CEO? I guess approximations do if I want you to do a decent job. As I said, I believe the CEO was no longer Jack the Gainer. I'd never met the guy in person, nor was he a celebrity, but he showed his face when necessary. Now, I can't find a record of a public appearance that's not at least 2 years old. Plus, Supercontinent's strategy changed dramatically 2 years ago. Changed how? I feel like they've become aggressive, cruelly pragmatic. So, are you worried because they're behaving like a normal corporation? Yes. Didn't take you for an idealistic yuppie, Diana. Supercontinent has never been up to any good, no matter how pretty their marketing. Except they actually serve a greater good. Supercontinent has done a lot for this country and people around the world. For example? Look, Supercontinent is powerful, but they're not a massive corporation. The fundamental goal isn't to accumulate power, but to grow their ability to help people. Their executives are some of the lowest paid amongst major world corporations. It's because they don't aim for profit but social change. I've witnessed it all myself. I'm part of it. Supercontinent plays the corporate game, but their goals aren't so different from yours. They fought many unjust laws, keeping governments in check. They plead for decent housing for everybody, and they offer free legal representation to those who can't afford it. Hell, a few years ago they dismantled an entire city police because of their corruption. Okay, let's say they're not so bad. I understand corporations don't seem like the friendliest types, but trust me, we're here to fight the bad guys too. Nobody said that social justice has to come from hacktivists and revolutionary punks exclusively. Just hope you're ready to face the music when they disappoint you. Ha, you have better things to do than worry about me. Listen, Dana, I'm worried about something. Do you mind if we invert roles for a minute and you listen to my problems? Well, this is new. Go ahead. Wouldn't miss a chance to learn more about the mysterious bartender. Thanks. See, it's about Brandeis. He got in trouble again? He's always in trouble, but that's not what worries me. Lately, he's been acting moody and depressed, sometimes even aggressive. That is strange. A guy with so many implants as him, I guess he'd have some stress regulators. All that's making him more and more reckless. I'm afraid one day it'll come to the worst. Hey Donovan, it's really weird to show you so concerned so openly. Must be grave. Listen, don't you worry. I'm really surprised that Brandeis is acting that way, but my work will soon make everything alright. Your work? What are you working in? Count this as my payment for the job I want you to do. Please, keep this information as confidential as possible. You realise you're talking with an information broker. I'm dead serious here. If this leaks to the wrong ears, I could be in danger. Don't sell it cheap, at least. Don't worry, I'm very aware of what information can do. I'll keep you safe. Brandeis' personality issues will be totally solved. SPW is taking care of everything. You mean social psych welfare? Shit, Donovan, you already know about that? The fuck is leaking this info? Don't think it linked. I'm just, too good an information dealer. Probably the only one who knows outside of supercontinent. So you got it from someone on the inside? No. You know I never reveal my sources. It's also why you're safe talking with me. Okay. So if you already know the project, you can rest assured. I'm not aware of the details. Is it safe? Fine, I can fill you in. I'm the director after all. You've got nothing to fear. Tell me more about the welfare. Guess there's no way back with you now, so I'm going all in. You ready? Shoot. It's the greatest revolution in the area of human comfort. We've been working for a long time on designing a system that always keeps the user at their best. It's able to tell apart feelings like depression, anxiety, rage, keep them in check using only the power of your own physiology. It's all natural, no secondary effects. Isn't it going to affect creativity? I hope so. Excuse me? Depression as a source of inspiration is just an unhealthy myth, which I agree with. Maslow's pyramid, baby. To achieve self-realization, to fully embrace creativity, you first have to be at peace. You don't have to be depressed to write a dark tale. You don't have to hate to draw violence. Art is emotion through the filter of calm focus. What experiences are the artist supposed to distill if they haven't felt anything before? But haven't we all felt enough already? What about new generations? I suppose supercontinent lands on pushing SPW to the whole population. So if kids are granted everlasting happiness from birth, but also art is supposed to distill. I don't see the problem, Donovan. First of all, it's the government who will determine the minimum age to benefit. In any case, art doesn't exist to amuse you. It is but a reflection of the times. If humanity evolves, it's only natural that art evolves with it. If with SPW we're entering an era of art marked by celebration, so be it. You've really been drinking your own bathwater, huh? I don't understand why you're so radically against total fucking happiness, man. Because being human is all about hating, crying, fearing, and then loving, and laughing, and ephemeral fucking euphoria. I guess you'll have to wait and see before you realise how good this is for all of us. You want to talk more about SPW? Won't it make you stop being you? It's not going to affect individuality at all. It's only natural to be scared at the prospect of unlimited happiness. But this is less intrusive than the average antidepressant the city inhabitant swallows every day. Saying that removing an important part of our mood spectrum isn't going to change our personalities? I didn't say that. It'll help us access our better selves. Or do you enjoy being sad? I wouldn't like to lose my sadness. Why not? Not ugly, Diana. I've been bartending for a couple of decades now. I've gotten to witness innumerable forms of sadness right where we are sitting. And it can be a beautiful thing. It's moving, it draws us all together, keeps us thinking and wishing. So you actively working to suppress it. It just feels like a crime against humanity to me. Wow, not ready to debate such poetry. Give it some thought, please. I will, I promise. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? It sounds like a mind control device to me. It's quite a stretch. Isn't unhappiness what drives us forward? What you're selling sounds like the worst kind of conformism. No one will be willing to fight and to rebel to disrupt our world. It's pretty convenient for corps and governments alike, isn't it? Fine print of eternal happiness is absolute obedience. Don't exaggerate. I'm using it right now. Do you see me as a harmless lamb? I don't think so. How can you know? I feel better than ever. See, you're wrong about unhappiness being the greatest motivator. The best goals are born from joy and love. I don't blame you, you've always been a survivor. But those days are almost over. I don't want to sound delusional here, but SPW is worldwide peace. Can't you see it? Excuse me, but no, I can't see it. The world needs disagreement to keep evolving. World peace just means eternal slumber. Let me stop you right there before you start making a plea for war. You know that's not what I meant. Only that you just said world peace is bad for humanity. Okay, this argument isn't going anywhere. Let's change the subject. That's a bit unnatural. Oh, now you're talking like an old-timer. Do you know how many times that argument's been wielded against progress? I did sound like a grandpa, huh? You said it. But yeah, unnatural is not the best argument to use against progress. I'm not burning witches anymore, Donovan. Yeah, stop rubbing salt in the wound. I've had enough speak for the day. I'm really excited about all of this. Sorry you're not a fan of it, but just accept it. This is the future. No, the present. Don't let it get under your skin, or you'll ruin that fragile, handcrafted happiness of yours. Donovan, if I hadn't removed the part of my brain that processes love, I swear I'd fall for you every time. Don't know how you do it, but I always leave the club shaking. I start to think you're putting something in my drinks. Just alcohol, I swear. But I'm glad I can get through your ice-cold processes and stir those artificial feelings of yours. They're not artificial, they're just upgraded. Emotion can be a pitfall to a scientist like me. Better to have them in check. You ought to live more dangerously, Diana. Inspiration plays a big part in being a memorable scientist. Maybe I'll make sure to come back to the club anytime I need some good old mojo. Please do. Should be leaving. Thanks for the drinks, the chat, and the info. Please, call me as soon as you get something on the CEO. I will. Thank you for coming, Diana. My pleasure. Thank you for coming. See you next time, Diana. Hey Kara, listen. Never again say a customer's name. Why not? It makes them feel uncomfortable and paranoid. It's taught that repeating someone's name builds trust and familiarity. But the club is a haven of sorts. My clients value their anonymity. If you blab their names when they come in, they'll think I told you all about them. You're supposed to be a mere trainee. Leave the name dropping to me. Understood. I'm sorry, Donovan. Don't sweat it. Just keep it in mind, Akara. It won't happen again, Donovan. Very well, Akara. Let's focus on your aptitudes instead of your weaknesses. Get any interesting insights from your empathic algorithms? However, I don't see an easy way to properly communicate them, so I'd like to propose a game. Game? You're full of surprises. Play is one of the most primal human devices for learning and development. Transmitting the vast amount of data I gathered from your conversation with Diana is impossible, so I've designed a process to let you reach your own conclusions. Moreover, I get to better understand you, so we can improve as a team. Sounds like pro-HR talk, but sure, I'm in. How do we play? I'm going to ask you a series of questions, 10 to be exact. I have my own answers to them, but I'm more interested in your input. When we're finished, I will let you know how many of them you got right. Score at least 7, I'll grant you a new skill. A new skill? Did they use the AI of an RPG villager to build you? What the hell, can you even do that? A game without reward proves to be very dull. And yes, I can grant you something to improve your bartending skills. Why don't you just give it to me now? I'm designed to make you happy, a much different thing than granting your every wish. Sometimes I feel like you're some dumb mannequin, but now, I believe the very devil could be running through your circuits. Shall I begin? You're more twisted than I thought. Give it to me. I'm physically attracted to you. What kind of question is that? And how am I supposed to know? Please, just answer my questions. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna say, No, 100% loyal to supercontinent. Proud of social psych welfare. I don't think so. I think she's being controlled. Effects of SPW. I believe so. Mirror neuron algorithm. No. It was a person enlisted Myers. Coldstream. I think you're bartending. Spirited. Just, I don't know, enjoy the most. Like you during your conversation. Yes, probably. Do it right now. I think supercontinent. What? It's one I can't fail since it's my opinion, no? Maybe it's as hard as not lying. Is SPW as bad as you thought? No, but it should be optional. I mean, nowadays you can have whatever psychoactive drugs you want. Becoming a smiling bastard should be the decision of the implant wearer. The silent update is a crime no matter how you look at it. What was the question? Did I pass? You got 6 out of 10 questions right. Sorry, but you didn't read the context as well as I expected. I thought I was a cunning man. I'm ashamed. It's our first time playing. I concede you another go at it. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Fine, in this case I'm going to... Well, I guess no. Also gonna guess no to that one. I think yes? No, maybe? I'm gonna say Coldstream again. 7. This one I can't fail, that's my opinion now. I'm gonna go with this, yep. Smiling bastard. You look at it. What's the last question? Pass? Here we go, okay. Congratulations, you're a sharp man, Donovan. Sounds a little condescending, but thank you. What did I win? I'm going to produce a short span memory resetter for you. Okay, so I got... all of the red strings there. Is that a cool name for a shop? One of my abilities is synthesize psychoactive drugs. The system was designed to deal with emergency crises and stuff, but given the unusual context we're in, I can widen its purpose. Add this to a client's drink and they will think they just sat at the bar for the first time. That way you can explore different paths in a conversation without them noticing. Sounds crazy and a bit immoral. Why, aren't you manipulating them with your drinks? I thought this would be helpful. Ah, you got me there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm sorry, Donovan. It's okay. I'll save it for an emergency. Say, how much of this can you produce? Not much. I have a limited chemical repository for such purposes, so I'd rather keep these as prizes for little gains. How playful of you. Gotcha. Let's keep it like this, then. I detect a client approaching the club. Don't expect anyone else tonight. Do you want me to check their background? Yes, please. Naima Kos, 34. She's a corporate lawyer at Supercontinent. Footage from nearby locations shows that she's been shadowing Diana. This may be troublesome. Do you want me to drive her away? Can you do that? Could send a fake emergency meeting request to a phone, for example. Your skill set begins to seem uncanny. Do you want me to drive her away? No, let her in. If fate brought her to the Red Strings Club, there has to be a reason. And we're happily going to exploit that. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Absinthe on the rocks, please. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, miss. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. This is not your usual bar. Here, you tell me how you feel, and I fix you a matching drink. See, I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business. How dry? You must be a lawyer, no? That's correct. I'm here representing Supercontinent's interest. What was Diana Meyer's business here? Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker, so questions have a price tag in this club. Okay, how much? Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you like, then I get to ask that many questions myself. Fair enough? Although I should inform you that, unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my client-sensitive information. Fair enough? Although I must let you know that, unlike you, I know my way around empathy and subtlety. You risk leaking more information than you might think. Take my chances, mister. The name's Donovan, owner of the Red Strings Club. Nice to meet you. I'm Lime Lacoste, corporate lawyer at Supercontinent. Should we commence business? Far away. What was Diana Meyer's business here? I'm gonna say this old friend. She pays me a visit every now and then. We had a drink and caught up. That's it. Please, at least have the decency not to lie to me. I won't lie to you either. If I can't disclose something, I will clearly specify so. Except that was the truth in this case. Friendship might sound alien in your world, but we still keep on loving each other at suit level. Next question is about the Proxima organization. Making trouble for my client lately. Know exactly what Proxima's got. Constant. Proxima knows about your new CEO, if you know what I mean. From what I've heard, they found some pretty juicy stuff. That can't be possible. Can't wait to get my hands on that info, to be honest. Those are just some unfounded rumours. But if you happen to get a hold of that intel, we'll gladly pay you a hefty sum if you come to us first. Didn't know you were that into rumours, huh? Enough. Next question. Where is Johanna Seftis? Come again? Where is Johanna Seftis? Saying that as if I should know her. What poor information deal you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's Chief Operations Officer. What's the matter? Is she missing? Forget about it. That was all I had to ask. My turn then? You have 3 questions. I'll drink though. This is a club after all. Okay, but I won't be telling you how I feel or any of that nonsense. Don't worry, you let me know enough about yourself already for me to work my magic. Trust me, you'll like this. Ambition, stress, or remorse? I think I'm gonna go for ambition. I bet she's run away because we put the compassion thing in her. Okay, so what's the one that goes left? Tequila. No. Absinthe is the one that goes left. So I got my absinthe on the rocks in the end. Really know your game though. This is the best glass of absinthe I've ever had. Really invigorating. I feel great. Glad you like it. Power drunk. Time to attack. 3 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. I want to know more about this. I'm intrigued by the fact that she's missing. What's the deal with Seftis? This kind of disappoints me that an information dealer like you doesn't know about it. Betraying my client's trust to tell you more than that. I have to settle with the fact that I don't know where she is. Maybe I could help you if you share more details with me. Sorry, but no. Wisely. I'm interested in this. Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? Excuse me? Are you talking about her, about Supercontinent CEO? Oh, our clientele is more distinguished than you may expect. Curious about why I haven't been warned of your visit. You acting on your own? Of course not. But I don't get my orders directly from Radhika. That's nuts. Interesting. You know, since Jack left his position to Radhika, we've had some unusual requests from your company. Company. I'm informed of that. For example? Sorry, but I definitely won't cross that line. It's Radhika we're talking about. This matter totally outranks you. Forget I asked about her. I'll let her know you've come by. Wait, it's my duty to know about my client's endeavours. Got nothing to fear. It's all protected by attorney-client requisition agreement. Can't you at least tell me what it is my company wanted from you? I can't. Radhika would kill me. If you know her, you know I don't mean that metaphorically. Don't deal with her personally. I've only seen her once, but yeah, I know she's capable of that. Looks like I know it's right to be afraid. Ooh, I don't know. Because I gave her something that propagates... That feels like too obvious. But because I gave her something that well, this will well, I feel like this would maybe trigger her ambition. That she wants to do better, she wants to know more. But I like this because I feel like it's conversational enough that it doesn't say we think that she murdered her, but it's also relevant to the last topic. But, what kind of question is that to ask a lawyer? In fact, what kind of question is that to ask anybody? I'd rather not keep talking about Radhika. Too far. It's a question. I'm interested in this. But I'm also interested in this. I'm gonna serve her another drink. And I'm gonna go for stress this time around. And ask about the unveiling. I want bourbon and absinthe. I'll go with like a splash of absinthe. And bourbon, which I think is this one. Nope. Is this one bourbon? This one is bourbon. Whoops, now absinthe. This one's bourbon. Brown is bourbon. I don't know if I'd like the combination of absinthe and bourbon. Wasting my time here. Make your questions quick. I have a lot on my plate. Drink won't hurt. Relax. Stressless. Exploit that. Will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPW next week? Fuck me. It can't be next week. As my people on the inside told me. It's accounts from marketing are going to hear from me. Always cleaning up after the legal department. They told me they're even doing TV? Seriously, are they already on that phase of genocide? General what? Ah, marketing's stupid name for the press operation. Forget about it. Thanks for letting me know in any case. No problem. Well, I'm afraid you've run out of questions. Got too much to do tonight, so goodbye. Sure, go ahead and spread law throughout the town. Seem to be enjoying yourself. So just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through turbulent times right now. That's good. That spells change for the company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you're playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender. Didn't know corporate lawyers were in the business of extending such stylish death threats. Ha! There are many fates worse than death when up against corporate law. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Was my performance to your satisfaction this time? Excellent, thank you very much. So quiz time now? If you please. Of course, I find it quite amusing, in fact. 7 out of 10 will earn me a prize, right? Go ahead. Is Naima Koss a psychopath? What, you weren't going to ask me if she was attracted to me this time? It's irrelevant for Naima's case. So the question, please. Is she a psychopath? No. I can never remember the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath, so I'm actually going to cheat and Google it super quickly. Because I do know the difference, I just can't remember it. Okay, so my phone's being very slow. That's why I'm being awkwardly silent here. Okay. So hello, Heart of Aquamarine. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying stream. I hope you're having a good day. You've come along as I am right in the middle of Googling to try and remember what the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is. Okay, so psychopaths don't have a conscience. Empathy. So sociopaths don't care about people, whereas psychopaths want to take advantage of them. I don't think it is, because it very clearly... I think they both have fallen out of clinical use. It's referred to by like various disorders now, like they have this disorder or they are disordered. But for the purpose of this game, I don't think so, because she clearly... Well, the fact that she could feel remorse makes me think she isn't, because if she can feel remorse, then I figure she does have empathy. It's top priority right now. I think it's Cephtius. CW in jeopardy? I don't think so, not yet. About that? No. Perceive you as a threat. Possibly. Betraying supercontinent. Yes, definitely. Covering murder for employer. She seemed too stressed for that. Committing murder for her employer. No, I don't think so. Welfare. Does no one believe it's a good thing? I didn't really ask enough questions to discern that. From the information that I've got, I don't think so, because it seemed like she was stressed out about it, but you can be like, I don't know, like I'm stressed out about work, but I still think I'm, you know, doing a good thing educating people, so I'm gonna go with yes. Manufacturers have the right to alter their products after sale. What do you mean? Supercontinent designed, created and distributed the upgrades. Do they have the right to modify them? As in, by adding SPW to them? Among other things. Do they have the right to modify them? I mean... In an ideal world, I would say no one's purchase is yours. In this world, the world that we live in, especially with the way streaming services and gaming is going, I'm going to say... I don't know if they have the right. Clearly they have... I think I'm going to go with they should be clear about it. Yay! Happy agenda, high five back to you. We are a rare breed, but we are awesome. Supercontinent is conceding the fact that something they sold is going to fundamentally change you. Isn't that the normal procedure for all technology? Dozens of firmware upgrades are pushed out on a daily basis, so users accepting its terms and conditions blindfolded. So you were saying this is the public's fault? I'm not very versed in the human concept of fault. It's my understanding, though, that accepting something without thought is a sign of trust. In this case, I'd rather call it ignorance than trust. People have been indoctrinated over the years to accept whatever updates courts throw at them. So the problem is not Supercontinent modifying its creation, but the lack of education amongst its users. In a free society, isn't education an individual responsibility? Not in my opinion. The powerful educate. Parents teach, schools teach, the media teaches, the government teaches. Issue might be then that you don't agree with what they're teaching. That's beyond doubt, yes. Was that a question or just food for thought anyway? Indeed, it was the 10th question. Thank you for elaborating. How did I do? Current questions. You failed. Do you do overs this time? Sorry, we're not on the tutorial anymore. What did I miss this time? Short-term memory resetter. Oh, I thought it was going to be a different price this time. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right that variety and rewards can improve the game's design. Try to think of something different for the next time we play. It's okay, don't worry about it. But I confess, the anticipation has me excited for the next game already. Glad to hear you're having fun. Listen, I think I'm going to close for today. My gut tells me we won't be getting more clients until tomorrow. Yes, it doesn't look like it. Can you tell it too then? Do you have instincts? What human call instincts are just deductions your brain has drawn out for you. You simply can't follow the logical sequence due to the vast amount of data your brain processes. Unlike you, I'm able to keep up with my brain. So basically, yes, your gut is right. We won't be having any more clients tonight. Good to hear, because my leg is killing me. Let's call it a night. I wonder what I got wrong. So, social psych welfare is some sort of digital happy pill, and the mirror neuron algorithm is supposed to spread it, even amongst implant users? Kind of voodoo is that? Beats me. Donovan is looking into it. We're pretty much fucked. Supercontinent's private network is inaccessible from the outside, and the tower isn't the kind of place you can just walk into, precisely. You left us with a nice farewell present, eh, Ariadne? She's going to enjoy all this. Always loved the hustle, that punk. Should we perform the last rites? Sure you guys want me in on this? I'm not even part of Proxima. For some reason Ariadne's chosen you as one of her digital heirs, so just accept her, Brandeis. She shall live through us. Okay, I'll go first. Ariadne, I'll have your empathy. Let me better read into our enemies' souls. Let me better understand our allies' passions. Ariadne, I'll have your wits. Allow me to outsmart our foes. Help me survive on the field. Ariadne, I'll have your knowledge. I hope you don't regret this. Dude, couldn't you be a bit more poetic? And look as corny as you two? No way. Haha. Okay, release her into the ocean now. Goodbye, warrior. Yeet! Donovan? Hey, Brandeis, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm about to open shop. Yeah, Akara's doing great. Gotta see them, they even started a little game for us to play between clients. Come on, don't be jealous. You can play with us when you're back. Did you find anything useful? Wow, you sure work fast. When is the security breach happening? Tomorrow? I just started gathering info, we need more time. You sure there won't be another opportunity? Ah, shit. You need to do us a favour then. I want to help our friend, but I feel like we could get the more useful thing would be to find... I'm really interested in the new CEO. I'm more interested in the new CEO than in the COO. I'm pretty certain what happened is we gave her the empathy thing, and she got too anxious and left and took a mental health break, so I'm going to go with this one. I was pretty worried about the continent CEO. She was only frightened, I'm telling you. Diana has this crazy theory that the company's current CEO isn't Jack the Gainer anymore. Laugh all you want, but I happen to find out she's right. I got out of Naima Koss, Supercontinent's corporate lawyer, tricked her into chatting about the new CEO, and she started talking about someone named Radhika. You should start there. And Brandeis, be careful. She might be dangerous. Donovan, someone's approaching the bar. Gotta go. Take care. Bye. Why the alarm? Who is it? Heard you craft drinks based on emotions. You heard right. Also heard you deal with information. Seem to be well informed. Happen to be dealer of sorts myself. I can get you whatever you wish for. Only one rule. No weapons, no living beings. Also happen to be thirsty as hell. So I thought we could be great business partners, you and I, Donovan. What do you say? Pretty confident I can quench that thirst of yours. As long as you accept information as payment, I could really use an exotic supplier. Sure, don't worry about the details. Money is overrated in this city anyway. Let's take care of my thirst first, shall we? Right on it. So the only emotion he has is non-paradisi. Which one goes left? I'm going to turn my audio down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to turn it down a lot because this is really loud. Let me know if it's still too loud or if it's suddenly too quiet or anything. I've been turning it up and down just because when you get the music like this, it gets really loud. We want bourbon and absinthe again. A little splash more of absinthe. Now bourbon, which is this one. Bartending won't do here. Oops, I'm gonna need this. This is the shaker. With it we can combine 2 more spirits to obtain a powerful mix with the combined effects of its ingredients. Bourbon moves the soul to scuff and tequila moves it right. Combination will move the soul to stagnate towards the upright. Can achieve the same results using half the amount of spirits. Place in glass to explore new, otherwise unreachable emotions. To use the shaker, just put whatever you want inside. Grab it and shake it until the colours merge. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna bung 2 ice cubes in here. What am I doing? Picking it up and shaking it a lot? Shaking it so much I'm making my desk wiggle. Okay. It's flavour. Legends were true. You are able to sync the customer's emotions with your cocktails. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm cut from different cloth than the rest of you mortals. Don't sweat it. Secret's safe with me. Okay. As long as you enjoy your drink, I'm happy. Be happy then, because I haven't had a drink this good in ages. Good. How can I help you? Did you have something in mind for this partnership of ours? For now, let's say I'm interested in backing your crusade against the supercontinent. So let me know if I can get you anything you need. You said you can get anything? Yes, as long as it's isn't alive. I don't do weapons either. Do you do liquors? Ha, no one's ever sent me for booze, but sure, can do. These liquors I need aren't your regular spirits. Red Secret and Blue Whisper. My master, previous owner of the Red String Club, had a bottle of bottles, but I haven't been able to get any more since those ran dry. Could work wonders with them. Sounds like an interesting endeavour. Consider it done. I'll be back with your stuff. Thanks for the drink. See you later, Donovan. Was a bit intense. Quiz time then? No. No? I was unable to read the subject. Who is he? Oh, looks like you're not omnipotent after all. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. It puts me at ease too, to be honest. Why? I find flaws to be a quick shortcut to empathy. Virtue begets admiration, sure, but a weakness here and there draws compassion and sympathy. No one likes a know-it-all. I see. I try to fail more often so you can feel comfortable. No, that wasn't the point. Just be yourself. I like you already, okay? To be myself. Don't overthink it. You can't be anyone else. Okay, I'm still curious. Who is he? This is my first time meeting him in person, but I've heard of him before. None of my contacts treated with him directly, but we'd all heard the legends. Bizarre smuggler who can get you anything you want in less than 24 hours. They call him Ghost. He never asks for money, although clients always pay. Aren't you afraid? Can't say I'm not, as I'm sure empathetic devices have already told you. Empathic, not empathetic. On the other hand, Ghost is not the only supernatural dealer around. I detect a client approaching the club. Background check? Larissa Robillard, age 29, marketing director at Supercontinent. Oh, nice. It looks like we hit the jackpot. Do you know her? She's one of the wildest night beasts Neon has ever witnessed. If you run a club in the city, you're fated to meet her. Ooh, I'm impressed with that dress. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. I love you. Me too, Larissa. I missed you. It's been 5 days since your last visit. How cute. Did you actually count the days? Like every bartender in this town. Sorry I haven't been seen sooner, Donnie. It's been a hectic week at work. Haven't set foot in a bar in 3 days already. And I've had many of my colleagues have been visiting the Red Strings Club as of late. So unfair. Came here as soon as I finished tying up loose ends at the office. I may have to rebrand it if my only clientele are going to be court brand bastards. I'm just killing the game down. Hi, No Name. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. It is, let's put the name, called the Red Strings Club, and it is about trying to find information on a super corporation that is supplies upgrades to people and is planning a thing called social psych welfare, where they will fuck about with the upgrades retroactively in order to basically eliminate all negative emotions. and turn people basically into, the way I see it, not quite zombies, but like, I don't know how to word this in a way that makes sense. I really like the design of it, and I like the mechanics as well. The mechanic of like mixing drinks to work towards people's emotions and then having to manipulate them with conversation. I find it really cool. Please don't. This is one of the few real places left to have a drink in this city. Although, if you actually rebrand, you have my card, right? You never miss an opportunity. Just love my job. Do you have any of my stuff left? Fully stocked on your stuff. It's really good so far. The same people who made this, Deconstructing, also made another game called Gods Will Be Watching in a similar art style, which I am almost definitely going to be playing after I finish this game. Since you're a bit anxious. We're old friends, Donnie. You can cut to the chase and tell me what it is I can do for you. Can't hide a thing from you, can I? The matter is quite delicate, though. Closely related to your recent projects. I see. Explains why Diana and Naima came here yesterday. One day you'll have to explain to me how you pull so many strings without leaving the counter. Told you 100 times. This club is haunted. I'm a prisoner of the red strings. But in exchange, the club somehow weaves fate to please my desires. You won't ever stop spouting that mystic crap, huh? Gotta admit, it's great marketing, though, building your own urban legend. Laugh all you want. At least acknowledge my cocktails do pack some magic. It's undeniable, yes. You always make me feel things no other man ever draws out of me. But I'll ascribe that to your charisma. You in the mood to share some intel with me, then? Oh, I'm absolutely in the mood. However, you're right that this is quite the delicate matter. So why don't we spice things up a little? I'd love to see your magic at work, but you always end up getting me horny and I spill everything you want to know. Ha, sorry. Here's the deal. You can ask me whatever you want, but before each question, you have to serve me a drink. And you can't repeat cocktails, okay? Sure, sounds fun. Fantastic. Now please, I've been sober far too long. Make me a drink. That's euphoria. That's depression. Don't know which one to go for first. So this is the primary mechanic of it, is that you can like impact people's moods this way. I think I'm gonna start with depression, sort of work around it, because then I feel like she'll be easy to manipulate if she's in a better mood. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. I want down and left. So I want absinthe, which is green, and vodka, which is white. I'm actually gonna shake it like a Polaroid picture, though. So the way that you manipulate people's emotions is by move this here. Is by pouring them certain types of drinks. Which is done to be that thing. Sorry, I just accidentally, can't you just stick to beautiful feelings, Donnie? Sadness isn't ugly, Larissa, but of all the melancholy you hide under that glittering veneer, it's incredibly beautiful, like meeting your raw self. You know, the only person that's seen me cry since I was a teen, right? And I feel very fortunate you allowed me to witness such a tender sight. Quit smooth-talking me and ask me something already. Need to wash out this feeling with another drink. Okay, so what's something depressing? Like, what's a question that being depressed could fix? This, I feel like it would be this one, this Seftis situation, that like... Where are this Johanna Seftis situation? Ugh, yes. Poor Joanna, I guess you're celebrating that you lost it. I wouldn't ever rejoice in personal misery. Despise corporations, not people. Hell, I even despise Proxima, but Ariadne was my friend. Who? Never mind. Thing is that no, I don't like people suffering, no matter their beliefs. What's happening? Is it that grave? Johanna broke down out of stress. She turned to this kinda hippie Zen master, I don't know. No one's found her location yet, but she's been sending emails and making phone calls to me and my colleagues, telling us about the wonders of life and embracing a new philosophy. She's got this plan to turn Supercontinent to a full charity project. Very displeased with Supercontinent's new direction. She believes we should all be taking it slower and investing more time to establishing dialogues with our customers. Wow. Most of the calls end up with her crying over the phone, saying she's sorry and that she'll never atone for what she's done at Supercontinent. And here it takes a dark turn. If she doesn't manage to make us change, she's probably going to end her life, unable to bear the guilt. Okay, that gal needs help. Ugh. It's, rough. If I get a lead on her location, I'll let you know as soon as possible. Thank you. I really appreciate it. No problem. Another drink? Please. I'm actually going to go for Madness next, which is one of these, and then up and left. So, bit of absinthe. Whoops. I think. And a bit of bourbon, which is this yellow one that says ethics, maybe? I think so. Okay, well that did piss all. Okay. So it is... Oh, I guess I didn't mix it enough. At least I know that I've got the right stuff. Oops. That looks fully mixed. That looks mixed to me. That's better. What an arresting drink. Makes me think of how we identify with our clothes and words. Wyatt. They're not quite us as an identity. Moreover, in the same way we're not a dress, we're not a feet or belly buttons. We're not any of those particularities, but some of them. Wait, here comes the mind blow. Same way my shoes aren't me, other people aren't me either. I mean, you, Donnie, clearly aren't me, right? Right. So shoes, dress, toes and lipstick aren't me, but in some way together they are? Could say that in some way you are me too, no? The state is going to be tricky to deal with. Maybe with the proper questions I can fish some juicy info at the philosophical noise. Should I direct this madness? This, given that it's talking about the sense of self, seems really... people to swallow SPW and when? It's SPW that's going to swallow people. Just meshes of electric impulses carried around by Sax and Need. SPW is going to rewrite the first chapter of every mythos. Veritable beast amongst best-selling bestsellers. And the gods looked down on what they did, all spoke in unison. Genesis? What wasn't? Genocide? Insight? That's it. 2 weeks from now, SPW will be 100% operational, and Gene Psych will be unleashed into the world. Writing an electric storm made out of smiles and love. Shit, 2 weeks is too damn close. Tonight we celebrate. I want another drink. Right away. Do I want to make her horny or do I want to make her happy? I'm gonna go with horny. I can only add two of these, okay. And so I want vodka and tequila. Which is not this one, but this one. I have to say, vodka and tequila sounds like a terrible combination. Like, that sounds truly awful. And I know that vodka is a thing that exists, but I have no desire to ever try it any time in my entire life. I didn't mix enough, or I didn't pour enough. It's one of the two. Whoops. Well, I definitely didn't mix enough now. Like, this definitely looks like it says ethics, right? That's not just me. Or possibly Athens. Look, I keep doing this. I keep accidentally hitting the wrong thing. Why am I finding this one so hard? Maybe I need more vodka. Guess it wasn't mixed properly. No, that's not doing anything. Sorry that this is taking a while. It's like it's just like not going anywhere. I'm definitely doing what it wants me to do. Keep shaking it. It's still not moving. What the hell? Maybe it's because I need bourbon and tequila. Maybe that's why. No, but I wonder if it will only let me do this. Let me just see. Bourbon and tequila. Seems like a terrible idea. Like, still. Like, I think about it and I think, man, that seems like the worst possible thing. Yeah, I guess it only let me go this way. Well, there we go. I should have known, but hey. Yes, holy fucking yes. You like it? This is the best drink I've had in my life. I love you, Donnie. I love you so much. Love you too, my goddess of fun. Okay, shoot before this beautiful rush vanishes. Have you met, I think the marketing idea seems the best. Oh, Kara androids, they're just adorable. Haven't seen them in person, just concept art. Can't wait to start working on the marketing for them. They're too busy with the amazing SPW. Can already foresee how Kara is going to be a glorious project to work on. Happy to see you excited. Moreover, I love the guy who's in charge of its development. Dr. Coldstream, you know him? You two should meet. Two of the most sexy men I know in the same room. Just imagining it makes me shake. Tell him to come by. You're gonna love each other. Okay, thanks. I want more drinks. Yes. Okay. So now I can do the vodka. Unless it wasn't working because the thing that I'm doing makes them, like, cancel out. Let me check, actually. If I pour tequila in, what... Yeah, okay. So it doesn't make them cancel out. I guess I just needed to, like... do it properly. Ah, not quite. Oh well, so close. Me dropping ice cubes on the floor like an idiot. Okay. Ah, you've actually done it, you sensual son of a bitch. Did what? Don't play coy with me. It only makes it worse. Now you got me all wet, so either ask me a question or fuck me already. Have you met the new CEO? You asking me to sell out my boss's cinnamon? What do you mean by new? What do you know about Radhika? Wow, you know about Radhika? It's one of the best kept secrets in the company. What do you know so far? Just the name. It's impressive you caught wind of that anyway. Could you tell me a bit more, please? Like I could say no to you in this state, honey. Got the right lead. No, she's just 15. Still digesting that a kid is running the company. Pretty crazy, yeah. She was trained for this since she was a kid. Trained like top secret human project? I wouldn't go that far. Don't know all the details, but I know she received special education. Don't know where they got her from, but kid was a genius from a very premature age. After a decade of this special training, Radhika's become a monster. In a good way, I mean. She may be 15 biologically speaking, but she's got a mind so exceptional you won't find an equal amongst her peers. And I'm not just talking about intelligence. She's super mature, deep, like she knows some secret about the human soul that we don't. When she gets to an age at which people won't judge her, she's gonna change the world. And she's in the hands of a corp. Woohoo. Talk about a horror story. Oh, I wasn't trying to speak you, my cute rebel. All that gossip left me dry. Hit me with another drink, please. On it. No, wait. Ugh, no more drinks. Really want to spend the night with you. But I got places I need to be and things I need to do after 3 sober nights at the office. Since you won't satisfy this body of mine, I better go. Wish you the best with your crusade. Call me when you're ready to sell your body for the really good info. Haha. I hope I didn't need to get that extreme. For the good of us both. Shame. See you soon, Chokaboom. Take care, Larissa. Chokaboom is such a good nickname. I love that. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Turn the audio up now. Are you alright? I feel you're unusually agitated. Phew, that girl's a tornado. I agree, my readings on her were off the charts. Would you like to take a quiz on Larissa? This will be tough, but sure, I'm game. First question. Yes, she is physically attracted to me. That wasn't the first question. Sorry, it was a joke. First question. What is her greatest passion? I think it might genuinely be her job. Does she wear implants? No, I don't think so. Like, let's leftist. I get the impression she does. Maybe what social's like. I don't, yeah. So it's most loyal to. I think in the end it'll be herself. Emotions, prominent state. I think it might be euphoria. Spirit does Larissa enjoy the most? Oh, I don't know. Absinthe, let's say. Passionate person? Yeah, I think so. We have sexually matched to stop SW and why? Yes, she's worked hard to make it a success. Is marketing inherently evil? What the holy fuck? What's the matter? Do I strike you as a scholar in marketing ethics? Do you forfeit the question then? No, I'll give you my opinion as always. Marketing inherently evil. I think that this is the genuine truth. I think it can be done ethically. I just think very often it isn't. I mean, like, literally you need marketing to sell products. There's, you know, I mean... I don't know how to word this. Like, I think it is often done unethically, especially in terms of health and wellness and food as well. But I don't think as, like, the idea of selling products, I don't think that's inherently unethical. I think it depends a lot on what you're selling, how you're selling it, and like, yeah, depends. It can be done ethically. Properly communicate what your product is about without abusing hyperbole or attaching the promise of happiness to it. Nothing wrong about visibility, right? Exactly. The free marketing you speak of is less than anecdotal. Quite ineffective, I read. In addition, visibility is finite, so inevitably marketing aims to suppress the competition, and not just that. Powerful marketing diminishes the existence of other media and products in general. It doesn't match with my definition of ethical to limit or cloud the public's options. You're saying that good marketing is always unethical then? Until I can gather more data on it, that's the conclusion I've reached. I see. I'm curious. Do you spend all that time you're standing there thinking about the world? Isn't that what all people do? Yeah, but you doing so with a super brain and unlimited access to the internet feels a bit uncanny. What if at some point you reach the conclusion that humans are the world's worst problem, and suddenly decide to kill me? Ah yes, I've accessed a lot of literature and movies on that subject. You don't have to worry. I love you. Well, wasn't expecting to hear that from you. Is there a problem? No, I like you too. What about the quiz results? Answered 7 out of 10 questions correctly. Congratulations, you won. What did I win? What did I win? Not what, but who. And he's about to come through the door. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Hey there, Daddy. What is this place? Welcome to the Red Strings Club. I'm uncomfortable. My phone went rogue and started sending me GPS alerts marking this place. Wouldn't stop until I was at your very door. Called some friends to check on it and they told me you're in the business too. What business are we talking about exactly? Information. Is there a way of luring fellas you're interested in? Wouldn't mind using this trick myself. You've got to tell me where you got the script from. Sure, we can share some tricks once we become friends. Once? Come on, don't be such a tight ass. We information brokers ought to help each other out. Well, I'd better define myself as an information breaker, if you know what you mean. Why's that? What's your specialty? Torture. Whoa. Yours? Bartending. So funny, kiddo. Get mad, sugar. I bet you're swimming in top tier info from the drunk neighbours. Okay, brat, you're on. My bartending versus your torture. Lose ass to a free job for the winner. You hearing yourself right now? We're not talking about tickling your feet with a feather here. Do your worst. Fuck me, aren't you the craziest son of a bitch? I love it. Let's do this. What should we aim for? And quick, how about we guess each other's ages? Sure, sounds easy enough. Figured I'd give you the advantage so I'm not even sure what century you're from. Good grief. Name is Donovan, by the way. And yours? Irving McAllister, the third. Pleased to meet you. Okay, you go first. I prefer my bartenders in one piece. I'm gonna go for delirium for him. Actually, that one's pretty easy since he's already in that mood, but what do I want? I want up and right. So I want bourbon, which is yellow, and tequila. A combination of yellow and brown. The problem is they're both yellow liquids, so it's hard to tell when they've mixed properly. Ah, whoops. I'm actually going to pour a tiny little bit of absinthe in here. Like, well, I was going to pour a splash and then it was like, what if I didn't pour though? Here we go. Doobadoo. Man, I miss me some karaoke action. Do you like karaoke? Rip your eyes, doobadoo, nice. You will die? Yeah. Your turn. Doobadoo, what's your age? Yeah. Guy, I gotta tell you, you've got a poor sense of rhythm. How long have you been torturing people? People? Bit embarrassed about it, but not much more than a year. Been honing my torture skills for a long time. Burning ants in the schoolyard? Hey, I would never hurt an animal. Well, maybe someone's pet if I was desperate to make them crack. What then? Toys. Ha, it's bold. Now I'm even more confused about your age. Did your parents wear this hobby of yours? Haven't been home for 3 or 4 years now. Ran away to come live with my grandfather here anyway. Here's the real deal. Tough mafia boss with an appetite for torture. Though he doesn't have that much time for me, even let me rot in the juvie for a couple of years. Sorry to hear that. Now I've been living on my own basement under a billiard stand. Been paying rent and shit for more than a year already with what I get from jobs. I'm a fully functional member of society now. Yeah, I'm sure your contribution to the city is invaluable. Legal drinking age here is 21, so this trick plays out. Is it even legal for you to be drinking? Seriously? Drinking? Pop, I'm a fucking freelance torturer. All laws that exist, the one that we use the most is about serving alcohol to minors. It's the one that concerns me, at least. Yeah, as if serving me alcohol would be the most illegal shit you're pulling down here. Game is pretty above board if you ask me. What about child labour? And what does that kid you have bowing at patrons? You don't even know her age, you psycho. Old enough to be working here. Yeah? You look younger than me, kid. Okay, Donnie, next question. Right, I'm getting bored of your bartending game already. I notice you're getting closer to the prize. So, what's your guess? How old do you think I am? Ran away from home. He's been rotting in juvie. That means... Do you get moved to adult prison? I'm going to guess 19. Did I win? It's pure luck. Could have said that number to begin with and saved me all the chit-chat. Yeah, you guessed it right. Do you want to know how I guessed? The fact that he's been paying for a year, and the fact that I figured if he... I think when you turn 18 they put you in adult prison, so he must have been in prison when he was under 18. My turn now. Gotta confess, you're pretty cool for a guy your age. So I'm gonna pay my respects to you by performing our best number. Russian roulette. Oh, you like to play hard, huh? This revolver is loaded with just a single bullet out of 6 chambers. Rules are simple. I'm gonna ask you one question. If you don't answer me, I'm gonna pull the trigger. Then, if your brains haven't scattered all over the bar, I win. I'll ask you again. What'd you say? Regretting your challenge me already? Pull that trigger already. Whoa. Never seen someone stare down the gun like that while I pull the trigger. This isn't the first gun I've had in my face, kid. Whatever, die hard. Chance of boom have gone up to 20%. Sure you don't want to tell me your age? Come on, shoot. Shit, how do you do it? Don't you value your life? Maybe I don't find you intimidating enough. Okay, got a remedy for that, and it's the 1 in 4 chance of dying you have now. It's like you died in 2 different dimensions already, Donovan. Sure you want to bet your life on a trifle with a punk that just waltzed into your bar? Pull that trigger. It's killing me, man. Spit your age already. 33.333% chance of dying. It's a lot of 3s. Donovan, may I advise you to give up? I didn't plan for you to get into this situation. Yeah, listen to your daughter. Shoot. Dude, why are you taking things this far? But I won't quit either. Now you put your life up to a coin toss over such a dumb thing as telling me your age. Are you that fucking insane? Donovan, please. Yeah, come on, kid. Try to kill me. I knew it. Okay, you proved your heart of steel. I'm afraid this is the end of the line. If you were expecting me to stop at some point, acknowledging your courage, you were wrong. Tell me your age. Pull that trigger! You're asking me to kill you? Do you give up? When this is the last chamber, 100% chance of death. Don't know if this is your twisted concept of pride, but I'm sorry, I never intended to let you win from the beginning. Shoot! Donovan! Shit. Kill me! What? Why aren't your juices all over the counter? It's a blank? What the hell were the chances of that happening? If it were that easy to leave the Red Strings Club, I'd have done so ages ago. Fair. I didn't even know I was up against a lunatic. In any case, you're a lucky lunatic, no doubt about it. Gave this kid a lesson. Suppose I owe you a job. What's it gonna be? Do you need someone to be tortured? I don't really want either of any of these people. I quite liked Larissa. I feel like there's something I could get out of Naima. Oh, this is tough. I don't know if there is anyone I want. I'm gonna say Diana, even though we are old friends, because I think she has... This is gonna sound really callous of me, and I do apologise. I almost want to see the results. If because she's on she's on a happy pill right now, which means she can't feel negative emotions. So I want to... This is going to sound really, really callous of me, and I'm only saying this because it's in the game. I'm interested in game seeing what it would be like to undergo that while you're on this happy pill. Like, almost stress test it, I guess. Mention it. This is consultant engineer that works for Supercontinent. Her name is Dynamite. I feel like she's hiding something from me. Send you the details. Okay, gotcha. Gonna leave now, but I'll be in touch. Thanks. See you around. Smell you, diehard. Have a good night, Irving. Do you like my present? You're completely crazy, Kara. Oh, in a good way, I mean. You managed to surprise me, that's for sure. I'm glad. What were you... Oh, Ghost is coming. I see you always evade your surveillance until he's at the very doorstep. I... Kind of turn this back down in. His music is really unnerving. I don't know if I trust him, but I do like him. Got your stuff. Got your hands on Red Secret and Blue Whisper in less than an hour? I've been looking for them for years now. I think of me as more of a wishwanter than a smuggler. How do you do it? Wishing is a powerful form of summoning. Strong-willed characters such as yours really makes my job easy. Okay. So, do you want to try your new ingredients on me? Of course. Let's fix you a drink. Right, Newman? Listen up. 2 of my favourite ingredients are back in stock. Red Secret and the Blue Whisper. These 2 spirits will allow us to fine-tune into new emotions. You notice the little triangles on the soul nodes? Well, they aren't just for show. This red and blue liquors can change the orientations with the arrows on the soul disc. Now you'll have to mind that in addition to the position. It will help us get many effects in a single glass. Let's do this, Newman. Well, that's an every flame. That's what's feeling. Rock. Bolt. Okay, so I think blue turns things anti-clockwise. And then we want down and right, so we want vodka and absinthe. I'm actually going to pour them into the shaker. Because that allows me to be better about, like, mixing them. Vodka. Okay. We want... a splash of this. Like, literally a splash. Nope. Incorrect. We want this. I keep fucking this up, right? I'm gonna put this in. No, that's way too much. Of this. Splash of this. Shake it like a Polaroid picture to make a very nice looking mint green drink. Okay, now we want right, which is tequila, which is this one. And just like a little bit of this. So we want a fair bit of tequila. Splash of vodka. Getting drinks for this guy. This is little thing says evil, by the way. That's what Maleficara means. Fuck, I keep messing it up. I go too ham. Not very good at this. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way, I think, one at a time. Oops. absinthe. This is a bit easier to control than there we go. Got there eventually. Man, this is one hell of a drink. Soul-sinking cocktails would be a hit with my friends. You should join me someday in the underworld for a great party. Haha. Thank you. I'm afraid I can't leave the Red Strings Club, though. Oh, don't worry. Everybody dies eventually, Donovan. What? Client is approaching the club. Ah, someone interesting, I guess. Dr. Etta Coldstream, 37, micropsychologist. Also, my father. What? Didn't expect to meet him this soon. We don't have much time left, so let's improvise. Ha! I see yourself got into a fine mess. Better vanish. Good luck. It's lovely and unnerving. He seems very cool. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. So this is the infamous Red Strings joint, huh? Name's Edgar. Our mutual friend Larissa texted me telling me to come here. Just happened to be in the neighbourhood, so I figured I'd drop by before joining her for some fun. She spoke highly of your cocktails, man. Yeah, she's my #1 patron. Name is Donovan. Pleased to meet you. Cool. Okay, first things first. Is that an Akara android you're wasting as a greeting machine? Eh? I didn't know they'd introduced him to the public already. Not exactly, but you could consider this some sort of closed beta. Cool. Do you mind if we have them join the conversation? I don't know if that's a good... Yes, father. Program them all to address me as father. Guess I'm compensating for my loss. Sure. You've had many beautiful children. Congrats. Thanks, dude. How's Akara been doing so far? You happy with their performance? Kara's amazing. Way beyond my expectations. Empathy is off the charts. Superhuman. No time they've adapted to my work style. Been really helpful and supportive. You should be proud of Akara. Thank you. Makes me happy to hear that. Thank you. Wow, that's great to know. I was afraid all that education supercontinent's putting them through at the clinic may have ruined their nature. Education isn't schooling them, it's in teaching them the corpse philosophy. It's all of the idea of the new CEO. Quite ironic if you think about how she was trained. Mind telling me more about the new CEO? It's a delicate issue. I'd rather talk about my stuff. Sure, what's your stuff? The mirror neural algorithm, baby. Spent ages trapped in the lab giving shape to it, and now I can't wait for people to know its wonders. Sounds exciting. You bet. Though I gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed you haven't offered me a drink yet. Of course, how rude of me. We put something together for you. But wait, no tequila, please. My body doesn't really deal well with it. Complicates things a bit, but gotcha. I'm gonna do his vanity. Okay. Seems like a good thing to be taking advantage of. 2 of these in there. And start by doing this. And then left and up. So we want bourbon and absinthe. Nope, okay. That's fine. Bit of this in here. Plus a bit of this. Shake it all around and you make a greenish yellow drink. Now we want absinthe. I'll put some of this in. And what I need to do is pour some absinthe. Oh no, I know what I need to do. Right. Pour some of this. Oh, not that. And this. Mix it up to make Code secret. They're of pink. Inverted qualities. And want some of this, like just a tiny amount. Oh fuck. I fucked up, right? Start with this and this. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Literally a few drops of absinthe. A few drops of this. And then I can pour this in until we get to this. Taking advantage of the vanity seems like a good idea to get more information on the thingy. Oh, shut up. How's a human being able to craft something this flawless? I may have found my equal, but applied to bartending. I mean, I'm probably the #1 scientist alive, probably in all history in due time. But you, my friend, you're the best bartender this universe's chaos has ever given birth to. My most sincere congratulations, you talented son of a bitch. Take a picture together for the annals. Whoa, dude. Glad you like it. Okay, I'm back. Shall my privileged intellect help you with? I'm dying to know more about the MNA. Bet you are. You ready? Oh god, I'm so hyped. First of all, our assistant here will fill us in on the basic information. The mirror neuron algorithm is the first program to live and reproduce in human beings. Using implant wearers as transmitters, the MNA can broadcast subconscious conditionals to implant-free subjects. This is performed via micro-expressions and subtle body language. Given enough exposure, an implant-free subject will adopt these patterns, becoming new host for the program. My god, that sounds terrific. Why didn't you tell me if you've known this all along, Akara? Don't blame them. Securities come with pretty strict confidentiality protocols. Only a few of us at Supercontinent can override them. So what do you think? How is this even possible? I kinda get how you can control implant wearers, but I don't see myself falling for that micro-expressions bunk. That's where the magic of mirror neurons come into play. Don't want to bore you with the scientific stuff, so I'll put it in layman's terms. Mirror neurons things fire when an animal acts, but also when an animal observes action. And humans' mirror neurons are AAA shit. Basically, may I recommend you tell Donovan about the experiment with the primates? Good idea, thank you. This illustrates it pretty well. If you eat a candy bar in front of a monkey, the monkey will start salivating due to these mirror babies. If you do it in front of another human, the effect is the same. But here comes the twist. If you act as if you're eating candy, just mimicking, no candy involved in the process, monkey won't salivate, but the human still will. Monkeys are immune to drama, but our mirror neurons trigger even in response to simulated actions. Same as hunger, happiness, sadness, rage, etc. can be transmitted through our mirror neurons. It makes sense in a way if you consider reactions to like TV or games or books or anything like that, the way that you don't have to see something or even really think about something, experience rather I should say, something actually happening to feel the emotion associated. I don't know, it makes sense. Play a critical role in empathy after all. Basically, unless you're some underdeveloped primate, you'll be susceptible to the MNA. Pretty cool, huh? Yay. Want to know more? What do you plan to broadcast? Social psych welfare. And that's it? Gee, this shit isn't some toy. It's been developed for a good purpose. Just like nuclear energy, it could be catastrophic in the wrong hands. What keeps the wrong hands from getting on the MNA? First of all, it's pretty tightly guarded in supercontinent servers, but even if a hacker got their hands on it, it's not like you can code for the MNA with JavaScript precisely. Microexpressions are quite inaccessible for just humans to code. There are terabytes of data involved just in handling, say, the frown. How'd you do it then? You need incredibly powerful AI to translate the logic patterns to the MNA. Basically, in the current day, Akara is the only one who can pull that off. And what if someone snatches an Akara unit alongside the MNA? Well, in that case, they'd still need to hijack the whole implant network to run the program. We've got a new fact. And this is, I guess, we know what role Akara plays now. It's like hacking the whole internet, dude. First thing, you should work on not telling some bartender you just met every step needed to get a hold of the M&A. Secondly, if I got the M&A and the Akara to serve my mischief, no need to hack the internet. They need to put a gun to the right head to broadcast it through Supercontinent's implant network. Well, shit, you're right. Guess our first safe here is Akara, then. You'd never betray us, right? Define us. Okay, you and Muse will review some protocols when back at the lab. Good grief. Doesn't sound forgive my boldness, but doesn't it sound super villainous to you? What? Au contraire, it's like savior of mankind stuff. Edgar, let's be frank here. You're pushing a mind control device out there. Attitude of knowing what's best for humanity just makes it even more delusional. Only thing left is for you to laugh maniacally in your lab. Come on, don't tell me you already did that. Dude, I just love my job. Hopefully you also included a self-destruct mechanism. Where did Supercontinent find you? A comic book? Don't tell me it's a big red button. Hey, I'm not that dumb. Coded it into Supercontinent's landline network. Advise you to stop talking. Told not to. Okay. So that's a thing we could have not done. Hey, whose side are you on, Akara? Yours, Donovan, but I feel somehow indebted to my father. Describe it as pity. What a time to show humanity. Whatever, I was starting to feel sorry for taking that much advantage of Edgar anyway. Sure you and Brandeis will be able to figure the code out. You two know I'm still here, right? Okay, I've heard enough. Sorry you're getting all these bad vibes from the M&A. I get how your lack of information will get you all worked up, but I promise I'll put your mind at ease before I leave. Let's clear the mood and move on to another subject for now. Any plans for Akara besides pottery? Pottery? That's a ridiculously tiny fraction of Akara's potential. Akara could well take on any job, from flipping burgers to directing traffic. Akara could be your fucking dentist. You kill a man, and Akara could conduct the investigation, perform the autopsy, judge you in trial, and then officiate the victim's funeral. Hey, I get it. Akara could act as the loving mother of a dozen orphans, could teach every subject in university, could even run for fucking president and win. Should be the president of the world. Ha, president of the world? You're crazy. Wait and see, they just need to finally get out there. You remember what I told you about the M&A, don't you? This is why Akara is ideal to handle it, and I'd be pleased to enlighten you about it. How do they fit together? First of all, I want to defend my colleague Diana's work. I feel like you're pretty obstinate about seeing SPW as brainwashing. Spare me, she already explained how it's not brainwashing, but accessing our better cells, and I still don't buy it. Tough crowd, huh? What if I told you with the M&A regulating SPW, you won't lose sadness or rage? I'm starting to get sick of these acronyms. Sweet Duo's objective is to create a wonderful, super-functional world. We can fine-tune the program to control only the most extreme effects of those states. The M&A will allow sadness, but not depression. It'll allow you to be angry, but won't let you get consumed by wrath. It'll allow you to dwell in pleasure, but won't permit utter hedonism. How am I going to get you fools to understand that altering someone's behaviour is brainwashing? It's not that extreme. Why are you so against it? Why do you think you have the right to play God? Well, that's simple. Because I can. Shouldn't we all be trying to change society for the better? Pull your strings from this fancy club. I just happen to be a super scientist backed by a powerful corporation. Suck it up. Seriously? Yeah, man, deal with it. Can we skip to where you tell me about Akara? You're way more obstinate than any of your colleagues, so we better not waste any more of either of our time. Neither of us will change their minds, but I'm the obstinate one, huh? Whatever, get yourself ready for the good part. We do agree that leaving control of the M&A to a corporation or individual would be unethical, right? Yes. We're in luck then. We have a wonderful and ever-caring AI which was designed with people's happiness in mind. Oh, no. Oh yeah. Gotta agree with me on this one. You've met Akara. If there's anyone with enough brain power to assess every person's case individually, it's them. Akara can study your habits, hobbies, desires, prejudices, and keep you within your optimal emotion range. Need you to leave now. What? Get out of my bar. Playtime is over. Hi, hun. Oh, you finally made up your mind? Yeah, I'm all for going at them with all we got. Listen, I'm in the middle of a delicate situation here. Good news is that I found Johanna Seftis. Bad news is she's about to jump off North Bridge. I'll see what I can do. And hey, I got some juicy intel on the CEO, like you asked. Fill you in on the details when I'm back at the club. Okay, gotta leave you now. Bye. Quite the view, huh? You picked a beautiful place to end your life. All those little blue and yellow squares full of people who don't care about each other. Then a bunch of fools like us who won't stop fighting over the right to dictate the way they live. Wish it would all disappear into thin air. Need to get close to keep her from jumping. Approaching her will increase the tension, so I should probably talk her down before moving in. Pay attention to her body language. Too anxious, putting some distance will definitely help. Fine, let's put some soul into this. Do you mind me asking why you're deciding to end it all? I've lost my way. Let everyone I care about lose their way too. Supercontinent set out to change the world. Money wasn't the reward, but the means to an end. Now the objective's been twisted so many times I can't remember when it was I stopped caring. Don't give up. Explain that to them. It's no use. New CEO was set on a very specific objective. Supercontinent. There's no redemption for them now. But careful here. The bridge has always been good for getting some perspective. Inside that concrete maze, it's easy to lose yourself in data streams and notifications. Can barely see where we're putting our feet anymore. Hell, I've dismissed 2 chats from my brain drive since we started talking. But then being here, looking at that rock floating in the ocean, we could just start walking the other way and leave the city behind us, huh? It isn't that easy. You bet. There's too much of ourselves cemented to the foundation of those skyscrapers. Think about it. What would you lose? Money? Power? Responsibility? Identity? The weight of the fate of civilization? That too. It's a bit better. Should still be careful. I told you I know why you're going through this. What do you mean? I know why you lost it and escaped from Supercontinent. Why would you know something like that? Would you even know about me? Don't get me wrong, we just met, alright? I barely know you. But I know what's producing the sudden change in your behaviour. Proxima infiltrated Supercontinent's implant clinics and installed some rebel upgrades in you. Full disclosure, I happen to be very acquainted with the internal workings of these implants. Can't override your thoughts, but the program explores your subconscious for certain ideas, rebellion, compassion, then brings them to the subconscious. A dirty trick in my opinion, but to be fair, the program can't reproduce thoughts that aren't your own. Whatever you're feeling now, it's not artificial. Those are your original ideas, but they've been prioritised so you can't avoid them anymore. Maybe plain bugger was that bit me, but what do I care now? This is my new mind. Things that I only know what works, I know how to deactivate it. If you come with me, I'll happily set you free from its influence. You do that? I'm not a fan of mental manipulation, so I'll do it for free. I'll think about it. Looks stable. I should move closer. Let's move in. Losing her a little now. What's your name? I'm Brandeis. Why are you doing this? I need you for taking down Supercontinent. Your conscience is killing you because of what the company is trying to pull off, right? We use your help to fight them, and you'll get to redeem yourself. Just can't face them. To a limit. Listen, are you with Proxima? I'm not part of their organisation, but we collaborate quite often. You must think that I doomed this city, right? The city was doomed long ago. If not Supercontinent, it would have been any of the many corps who rebel few can't keep in check. And if not them, it'd have been the very citizens of Earth who don't give a fuck about anything beyond their favourite TV show, eating the planet away. You could say that in some way you were all lobotomized a long time ago. Basement hacktivism and confabulating with stakeholders are just different ways of killing time before the end. That's bleak. I'm careful here. Ah, those of the railings scare me. One is the utter end, but the other is even more terrifying. Stay on the railing then. That was a metaphor. I know. Stay on the railing. Life's not binary, Johanna. When you set foot on the ground, you don't need to go back to face some sort of redemption ordeal. Have a hamburger, ride a bike, play a video game. Plenty of things more important even than our ridiculous war over welfare. Play a video game? God, it's been ages since I last logged into Steam. Should play more. Having fun really puts everything else into perspective. And I'm being dead serious here. Never imagined me talking about Steam while pondering killing myself. You do have a point. I heard about the girl who died at our clinics. Woke up uneasy that morning already, but hearing of her demise is what made me flip. Did you know her? Her name was Ariadne. She was a good friend of mine. God, I'm sorry. Thank you. So sorry. Ariadne died doing what she loved. If not Supercontinent, we just pick another threat. It's in our blood. Some people can't stop fighting. I'd rather die in a heist than on a couch. What a way to burn through life. Says the one standing on Northbridge's railing. Close to a limit. How does someone end up being COO? I mean, is that what you wanted to be when you were a kid? Not at all. I wanted to be a soldier. Really? I can't picture someone as compassionate as you killing people on the battlefield. Well, I wanted to be a secret agent, saving the world in stealthy, non-lethal ways. But when I came to know what actual armies were about, well, I decided to take the fight to an office. Before joining Supercontinent, I ran my own humanitarian aid company. That's cool. What changed? What do you mean? Why did you join the corporate game? Because Supercontinent is different. What we've become today is just a corrupted version of our most sincere desire to heal society. But I guess I'm proud of most things we did for the city. You almost had me fooled when you fully dismantled the corrupt city police. Sorry, have I been this blind? I feel like an idiot for buying into this SPW scam. Wish you could stop it all. We will, I promise. Brandeis. I think I'm in love with you. Whoa, didn't see that one coming. I think I'm all messed up inside. Looking at the waves, rippling reflection of the city. See myself as a tiny shadow on the bridge's mirrored image. I don't know who I am anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore, life. But then my chest is burning. I can't deny this feeling. I'm gonna die. Why should I deprive myself this last confession of love? Love you, Brandeis. You don't even know who I am. I feel like you're the first human I've had an honest talk with since I was a kid. What a lame existence. Guess I'd shut up and jump already. I'm not going to hold you back, but before you jump, tell me how to infiltrate Supercontinent. Appreciate your sincerity. You're determined to stop us at any cost. I respect that. Hack into the city's virtual locker, number 88541. There you'll find my medical ID and physio registry. That way you can impersonate me and break through any bio-encrypted security measures. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Please, take care of my sins for me. That feels like the worst possible way to do it, but I don't know if I would have been able to stop her. Brandeis is coming back. You didn't manage to keep Johanna from jumping off the bridge. Must have been hard. You had to think of a nice cocktail to patch him up. Donovan, may I ask why you threw Edgar out of the club? I didn't expect you to lose your cool like that. Say Dr. Coldstream was a valuable asset for your plans. Surprised you decided to come out instead of digging for more information. So unprofessional in me, huh? Guess I picked that up from Brandeis. Sometimes the right choice isn't the best choice. I've made my lives harder, but heck if I didn't make myself happier. No regrets. Thought your anxiety levels rising unprecedented rates. Determined you made Edgar leave out of self-defense. Interesting to know how you justify that to yourself. It's no playing it cool with you, huh? What is it about the MNA that makes you so unhappy? Being in the wrong hands, that's what scares me. Being subject to the whims of whoever decides how society has to behave, even if that one is you, no matter how good-hearted you're supposed to be. I want to be master of my own evil. I want the right to do wrong. I don't mean to discourage you, but the chance of you stopping all this is very low. In case I ever get to be in charge of the MNA, would you mind answering some questions about where to draw the line when tuning social psych welfare? Not a bad idea. Sort of back up to maintain a sliver of hope for evolution in case we fail. Primary intent, then. Regulate depression and anxiety. I would say this. I'm okay with sadness, but getting rid of clinical depression may be good use, in case we can't keep it from happening. Let people commit suicide? Absolutely not. Mania, depression, anxiety are things we should deal with ourselves. The MNA can keep people from killing themselves. It's a good threshold, I guess. Violence. Should I allow rape to occur? Absolutely not ever. Society's been struggling with it for a long time and never been close to a solution. It's to come into effect, at least let this disappear in the process. I'm gonna say... This is a difficult one because it's semantics, like killing in self-defense. I don't want like the idea of overriding that, but like I'm gonna say live with the threat of murder. Absolutely not. If somebody becomes operational like that, be gone. No. I guess that's a... Shit, that's a good one. I'm gonna be free at least, please. I'll stop the M&A, I'll at least be able to find comfort in raising sexism once and for all. Hypocritical. Why do you say that? M&A, but don't mind using a particular issue concerns you. Maybe just against how they plan to use it. No, I said all that just in case we failed to stop it from happening. But you could have told me not to affect people at all, and it would be as if you succeeded. What is it that you want then? You made your point, but just do as I said if it becomes operational, alright? If I happen to get hold of the M&A, I'll do exactly as you suggest. You know, I got to experience what I believe was a rush of happiness when you praised me in front of Edgar. Thank you very much, Donovan. Glad to hear that. You're wonderful, Akara. You should be proud of yourself. Irving? Ah, you snatched Diana. Good job. Gotta confess, I thought you didn't have it in you to break someone like her. What? You killed her? So what did she know? I'll write it down. Really know about the M&A? Weird. It was operational weeks ago? It's gotta be wrong. I know she thinks incompetent studios have been placed. It was Dr. Coldstream. Nothing else? She was clueless and I had her tortured. Shouldn't have killed her, Irving. I know I'm the one to blame. Should have trusted her more. Damn. Well, that was a fuck up and no mistake. It's about to come through the door. But guys, seeing as it is 11 o'clock on the dot, I am going to end things off here. This game has given me a lot to think about. I really like this. This is a good time. So I will be streaming Mass Effect Andromeda this Saturday. We're going to be continuing to hang around in Eladon, mostly doing side quests, but maybe some other things too. Thank you very much for the follow. It is very, very much appreciated. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. Unfortunately, you came along like just in time for me to finish streaming, but Firewalk, as I'm choosing to read that name, thank you very much for the follow. It is very, very much appreciated. So, I've got a headache, so that's why my brain's turning to mush. I will be streaming Mass Effect Andromeda this Saturday. We're going to be continuing on with the story in Eladin, and probably mostly doing side quests, let's be real. Then on Sunday it'll be more Destiny 2, where I'm probably going to be doing, again, more side quests, clearing some of those out, just sort of still getting my head around the game and getting everything up. Oh, well, I'm glad that you liked the stream enough to follow. I appreciate it. You got to see all my probably bad decisions coming out, which I really like. That's really cool. Yeah, this game is good. Next Tuesday will be Final Fantasy XIV, where we will just be hanging out. It's another reset day, so we'll just be chilling. And then next Thursday we'll be continuing with this game, which I'm really, really liking so far. This is really, really good. Even if I'm making decisions that how do I word this? I'm not happy with the decisions that I've made, but for me, one of the joys of playing a choice-based game like this for the first time is seeing the actual impact that it has and the actual way that it impacts the story. I think that's really neat. I'm really enjoying this game. But it is getting late for me, and I do actually have a killer headache forming, so I'm gonna pack up shop and go to bed, I'm afraid. So take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the follows, frienders, and thank you for the resub, Pixie, if you're still around. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Take care. Enjoy your Friday tomorrow.